What's going on, guys? My name is Gia22, and today I have the first episode of a little 9-part series I'm going to do, and I'm going to count down the top 10 players at each position in the MLB right now. So today I have the top 10 shortstops in the MLB right now. This is going to include, I'm going to put their stats up from their last year, so 2017, but it's going to be kind of a collection of what they've done over their careers and where they are going into 2018. So it's not necessarily the most accomplished. It's kind of like a mix of both. So anyways, before we get into it, hit that like button and subscribe. Number 10 on our list of shortstops today is Addison Russell, shortstop for the Chicago Cubs. He is number 10 on our list. Finished 2017 with a 2.4 WAR. Had a 239 batting average, 12 home runs, 43 RBIs, 2 stolen bases, 304 on base, 418 slugging, and a 722 OPS. Now, I know that you're thinking Addison Russell, really, like, he is number 10. Now, there could have been a few other guys that I could have put on this list. Tim Beckham was considered, Zach Cozart. But I felt that Addison Russell has accomplished a few things in his life. You know, he's already a World Series champion. He's pretty good defensively. And I think that his little offensive slump last year is not going to continue. I think he's really going to step up in 2018 and have a big year for the Cubs. Even though he only hit 239, and it wasn't limited to plate appearances, he was hurt for a little bit. He had a 2.4 WAR, which is pretty good for just limited experience at the MLB level this year. So anyways, that is number 10 on our list, Addison Russell. Next up on our list, number 9, Trey Turner, shortstop for the Washington Nationals. Now, he does play a little bit of center field, so he's not a true shortstop. He's probably going to get the majority of his starts at shortstop next year. Trey had a pretty good year. Had 412 at-bats, 75 runs, batted .284, 11 home runs, 45 RBIs, 46 stolen bases. He is very fast, so that's going to be a big part of his game. He had a 338 on base, 451 slugging, 789 OPS. Had a 2.6 WAR last year. Trey Turner, outstanding young player for the Washington Nationals. I look to see him have a huge year in 2018. The Washington Nationals are loaded as ever. Their pitching staff is finally there. They have a young core group of guys, Trey Turner and Bryce Harper, among others, and I think that they might have the pieces to go all the way this year. But anyways, that is number 9, Trey Turner. Number 8 on our list is Brandon Crawford, shortstop for the San Francisco Giants, 3-time Gold Glove winner, 2 times World Series, has won a Silver Slugger. He's won the World Series twice with the San Francisco Giants. He's an all-star. Had a okay year last year, 253 batting average, had 14 home runs, 77 RBIs, 305 on base, 403 slugging, 709 OPS. He did win the Gold Glove last year in the National League. Had a 2.1 WAR as well. Brandon Crawford is one of those guys who he's always going to be one of those a solid player for whatever team he's playing for. He's probably just going to remain with the San Francisco Giants. He's not going to put up huge offensive numbers, but he's going to compete for a Gold Glove, day in and day out. He's going to make every single play and more. So that's why Brandon Crawford is coming in at number 8 at our top 10 shortstops list. Number 7 is Didi Gregorius, shortstop for the New York Yankees. Had an outstanding year. Batted .287, 25 home runs, 87 RBIs. Slugged .478, had an OPS of 796, along with a 3.7 WAR. And he carried his team in the playoffs, especially when Aaron Judge was kind of slumping there towards the end, had set the record for most postseason strikeouts. But anyways, Didi Gregorius, he is an outstanding young shortstop. That's why he's coming in at number 7 on our list. I mean, he hits from the left side. He can field it just as good as anybody else in the league. I mean, I only see him doing bigger and better things as the years go on. That's why Didi Gregorius is coming in at number 7 on our list. Next up on our list is Jean Segura, shortstop for the Seattle Mariners, traded from the Arizona Diamondbacks. Has played a little bit of second base in his career, but he is primarily a shortstop, especially for the Seattle Mariners. Had a 300 even batting average, 11 home runs, 45 RBIs, 22 stolen bases, on base of 349, slugged 427, OPS 776, 3.1 WAR, 80 runs. Nothing really outstanding. The batting average is good, had a 300 batting average, and the on-base percentage is as good as well. Defensively, he's not going to blow you away. He's not a Brandon Crawford, but offensively, he can pack a real punch, especially that Seattle Mariners offense. They, a young, up-and-coming team as they are. And I think Jean Segura fits nicely in our list at number 6. Coming in at number 5 is my personal favorite, Elvis Andrus, shortstop of the Texas Rangers. I am a little biased. I am a Rangers fan. But he had a really, really good year. He just missed hitting 300. He sat at 297 in the year, had a career-high 20 home runs, and he added 88 RBIs, 25 stolen bases, had an on-base percentage of 337, slugged 471, OPS of 808. His WAR for the year was 4.7. Also scored 100 runs, almost had 200 hits, ended up at 191. By far and away, Elvis Andrus' best offensive year of his career. If Elvis can repeat his year 2017, if he can repeat in 2018 or maybe even improve, I think he could be even higher on our list coming up in years in the next few years. Defensively, he's always been there. He might have regressed a little bit this year, but I mean, if he's going to regress a little bit defensively for 15 more home runs or 16, he's career highs in just all offensive numbers. Elvis Andrus last year had an outstanding year, and I hope and think he will also repeat and have another outstanding year as he's becoming a true leader in the Texas clubhouse. Alrighty, getting down to the nitty-gritty here. Number 4 is the shortstop for the Los Angeles Angels, Andrelton Simmons. He had a 278 batting average, 14 home runs, 69 RBIs, 19 stolen bases, had a 331 on-base percentage, slugged 421, had a 7.1 WAR, which is outstanding. Won a Gold Glove, actually won a Platinum Glove as well, and he was the Wilson overall Best Defender of the Year. This man, offensively, had his best year, but that is not what makes Andrelton Simmons the number 4 player shortstop in the league. It is his defense. The man will stop any ball that is hit to the left side of the infield pretty much. The guy is outstanding, so anything he does at the plate is just extra. And what he does at the plate, at least what he did last year, was pretty dang good. 278 batting average, I read off all that, and you can see it on your screen. He had a heck of a year, and if he can do that again, he will repeat his Gold Glove, and he should be an all-star in my opinion. He is an absolute beast at shortstop. That's why he's coming in at number 4 on our list. All right, number 3, shortstop for the Houston Astros, Carlos Correa. He is an absolute monster. Had batted .315, 24 home runs, 84 RBIs, 391 on-base percentage. Had a slugging of .550, OPS at 941. In only 422 at-bats, he was hurt for most of the year. Still had a 6.3 WAR. He has won Rookie of the Year. He is an All-Star, and he obviously won the 2017 World Series. I'm a little salty about that. But it doesn't change the fact that Carlos Correa is one of the best shortstops in all of Major League Baseball. I have him at number 3 because I like the other 2 guys a little bit more. I think they're a little bit better. But Carlos Correa, he is a young core guy for the Houston Astros. He's really what makes that team come together, really the glue to that team. Him and Altuve makes that team a really force to be reckoned with. The guy is going to have a huge 2018 year if he can stay healthy. That's why Carlos Correa will be a future star, and he already is a star, but he is the number 3 player in our list today. All right, I'm sure you guys can guess the next 2. Number 2 is Corey Seager. Yes, Corey Seager. He won the Rookie of the Year a few years ago, 2-time Silver Slugger, 2-time All-Star, had a .295 batting average, hit 22 bombs, 77 RBIs last year, had an on-base of .375, slugging .479, OPS at .854, had a 5.6 WAR. He is, in my opinion, he should and will later in his career shift over to third base. He's 6'4", 220. So he is on the bigger side at shortstop, but he's athletic enough to play there. Right now, I mean, he is still really young, but, I mean, the guy is so gifted. His left-handed swing is just beautiful. I love it. He is so gifted, and I think that he's going to have a heck of a career. If he keeps doing what he's doing, I think he's going to get in the Hall of Fame. I mean, in his rookie year, he was 3rd in the MVP voting. Silver Slugger, All-Star. Second year out, a little bit of a down year for him. 17th in the MVP, won a Silver Slugger, was also an All-Star. He had pretty big games in the postseason, and I think that Corey Seager is definitely going to be one of the best, one of the best 2 shortstops in the league for years to come. And that's why I have him at number 2 in our list. All right, guys, number 1, that leaves only one guy, Francisco Lindor, shortstop for the Cleveland Indians. He has a Gold Glove to his name. He's a 2-time All-Star, Silver Slugger. Hit .273 last year with 33 home runs, 89 RBIs, added 15 stolen bases, a .337 on base, slugged .505, and an .842 OPS. He had a 5.5 WAR. I mean, and his offensive numbers, incredible as they are, is not even the half of what he is as a player. He is a true young leader for the Cleveland Indians. He's an outstanding fielder. Won the Gold Glove, even won the Platinum Glove, which means I think it's fan voting for the best, Gold Glove winner. Francisco Lindor right now is the number 1 shortstop in all of the Major League Baseball. If you're trying to pick a shortstop to lead your team, you're starting a new franchise, you can pick any shortstop. You're going Francisco Lindor because that guy does it all. He hits for power, he fields excellently, has really good speed, and he is a true leader of the Cleveland Indians. And that is why he is the number 1 best shortstop in all of Major League Baseball right now. All right, guys, so that is it for me today. If you guys enjoyed this countdown, hit that like button, subscribe for the rest of the series, and I have a lot more content on my channel. Go check that out. Anyways, guys, I will see y'all next time. Hope y'all have a great day.